Hi, I'm Julie, and in this short little video, I'm going to show you how to assemble this little globe pendant. First of all, I'm going to go through the shrink plastic. So here's the little shrink plastic flower that was on top, and I colored this with colored pencils on the frosted side. Now I'm going to go through doing the little leaf bead. I'm going to rub that to blend it in and get rid of my pencil lines. It's just doing a little shading technique, a real light touch with my hand. And then put little blue dots over on this side. And little orange dots on this side. So I have two cute little pieces ready to shrink. And I'm going to bring this little wooden box. You can use a little wooden box or a little cardboard box to keep my little leaf from blowing around while I shrink it down. And then I'm going to hand form it. It flattens out and stops moving on its own accord, and while it's still warm, I pick it up and gently twist it. So I've got the little leaf bead made. And now I'm going to shrink the flower down, and I'm using the pink bezel mold. So whatever I want to see here on the surface, matte or shiny, I want to place that down in the bowl. So I'm going to put shiny down in the bowl. I'm going to heat that up. Hang on just a minute, I have two bottoms. Whoops, that wouldn't have been good. Okay, back to heating. And about an inch from the surface, it's wiggling around. When it stops moving and flattens out, it's ready to form. So I put the top down and I count to about 5. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Now I've got my little top done and I've got my little leaf done. So now I'm going to assemble. Here's my little globe, moving things out of the way. And in your kit, you'll have like little glitters and tiny sequins and a little bunch of fun stuff in there. I'm going to show you just real simply here in this video how just to use sequins. So I'm going to put those in. You can always pour your little assemblage out and onto a clean piece of paper and fold it over, making a tiny chute for things to go in, and then have paper here for overspill. There. Now things keep spilling out of it until I seal it up, but let's get that sealed up. So what I'm going to do is, this is the little mold is a good thing to do, or you can use fiber or whatever to keep your, like a little bundled up cloth to keep your guy from rolling over, because while it's drying, we don't want the glue that we're going to use to touch the elements inside. We want the E6000 that I'm going to place here and put right there. As you see, I wouldn't want to tip that upside down because then all of my little elements will stick to that while the glue's drying. So having a nice little cup to put it on. And then a little E6000, these on your cap. And these are made just exactly for this, for gluing on. So if you notice, I put quite a bit in there because E6000, see how it's filling up there? And the surface of the bead is touching the inside of the cap so that it'll glue together in kind of like caulk. So we're going to let that dry. And once that's dry, we can add our jump rings and just put it on our chain. So I'm back and our little guy has dried. I let it dry really well. And I'm going to show you how to put the jump rings on. You'll have these little jump rings, little 6 millimeters and one larger one. You have your little shrink leaf and your little bead charm. So how to open and close a jump ring. I have a chain nose, and you can use 2 chain nose, or this is a broad nose plier. I kind of like that because then I can hold my jump ring, one edge of it, and use the other one to open and close. If I want, that's a little more awkward, but I can open and close it that way. So let's slip our little leaf bead on and close up, and then I can squeeze that way and tighten. And I'm going to add one more jump ring onto that, close it up, and then for the little bee, I'm going to, or whatever charm you have here, I'm going to close that up. I added 3 jump rings to the second charm, and that allows it to, oops, fell off, to drape in a tiered effect. Let's close that up. I'm going to double check that my jump rings are closed and aligned up properly. Looks good. Now I'm going to come over here and add this large one to the tip of my glue on bead cap bail and add my little leaf. Close that up nice and tight and add it to the ball chain. And here's the ball chain connector. Now, sometimes on the ball chain connectors, you need to kind of open their little tongues a wee bit. There we go. I'm going to kind of make some adjustments on that, make sure that that comes off and on and stays. And there we have it, a little sweet globe necklace.